Creami fans, and welcome to the Creami Kitchen. Today we're going to make something special, which is what I always say, I suppose. I'm going to attempt to make a cherry ripe ice cream. So what we're going to use, I've got a jar here of cherries, I've got some coconut cream, some vanilla, some lucuma to help sweeten it up a bit. I've got some cacao. I've also got some coconut milk powder. So that powder is what you use to make coconut milk. So I'm just adding the powder just to help firm up the ice cream a little bit. So tomorrow when we make the ice cream, we're going to mix in some desiccated coconut. So you've got that cherry ripe type texture as well as the flavour. So let's see how it turns out. So first of all, I need to drain the cherries. Okay, so I've had this for a while. The lid's a little bit stuck. So I've got this little doobie here, which you can get on eBay, and it works really well opening jars. So I'll just put that on. See how easy that was? Okay, now let's drain them. So obviously there's too much juice in there, we'd get way too much liquid into the blender, and then we'd have to maybe make 2 ice creams, which we could do. Okay, so we'll get these into the blender first. Put this to one side. A lot of cherries in there. Okay, shake up your coconut cream. So we'll add that. So that's 1 can. We're still going to have a lot of liquid here, so again that might make my morning smoothie. We'll add some vanilla. So we'll add the lucuma. Again, another superfood. 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of the cacao. Of course, the measurements are down in the description. And 1 tablespoon of the coconut milk powder. And that's it. So all we have to do now is blend this up and get her into the container, and she's done. There we go. So again, at this stage, this is when you should have a taste of your mixture, just to see, get an inkling of how it's going to turn out. It does taste very cherry ripey. You've got the tartness of the cherry. It's not overly sweet, so if you want it really sweet, add maybe 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. But taste it first. See if you like the taste, and then add the sugar if you want it sweeter, or just go ahead with what you have. So that's going to make a beautiful smoothie. So what I would say is just do a half a tin of the coconut cream, because you've also got the coconut milk powder in there anyway. So get that up to the maximum line. Beautiful. So yeah, you can easily make 2 ice creams out of this. So if you want to make 2 ice creams, use the full can. If not, just use about half a can and maybe take out some of the cherries. So you either make 2 at the same time, so you've got plenty of ice cream, or I do half a tin of the coconut cream, and I do about 3/4 of the cherries. This is a 670 gram jar, but I'll put all the measurements down below in the description so that you'll get an idea of what you need to do to just do 1 of these, or if you want to do 2, just do 2. Beautiful. Okay, so all I need to do now is to get this in the freezer for 24 hours, and we'll come back tomorrow. We'll mix in the desiccated coconut, and we'll have cherry ripe ice cream. Doesn't get better than that. So I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to keep it flat. Good morning and welcome back. So let's get on with making our cherry ripe ice cream. It has a lump in the middle, and I've already started scraping it down a bit, just to reiterate that you need to make sure that it's a bit of a flat surface before you put it in the machine. Now this one looks a little icy, so we might have to do a respin, but we'll shortly find out. And also what I've done is I've got just over a tablespoon of shredded coconut or desiccated coconut. And this morning I added some coconut water and soaked it in the coconut water to make it soft. Because normally when you get the coconut out of the packet, it's quite hard. It might be hard in the ice cream. Eventually the ice cream itself will make it softer, but I just wanted a nice soft texture when I put it into the ice cream. So I've soaked it in a bit of coconut water and I've squeezed it out as much as I can. So we'll do that as a mix-in. So the first thing we need to do is make the ice cream. Put it into the machine. Turn the machine on. Okay, and all we have to do is press light ice cream. Okay, let's check it out. Yes, it's looking a little powdery, not too bad. I'm going to do a respin. So, put the lid back on. And just it respin. Okay, that went through pretty quickly actually. Let's have another look. Oh, that's much better. Really nice, and we've got a little hole in the middle so that we can actually add the coconut. So mix it in. I'll just make the hole a tad bigger. There we go. And we'll just add in the coconut chips. Just put in as little or as much as you want, or don't have to put in any at all. Completely up to you. You can put in some little slivers of chocolate in there if you wish. Not like big pieces of chocolate, but just like shave it and shave it into there. Okay, so put it back on the machine and we pick mix in. And away she goes. Okay, cross your fingers. Let's see how it is. Oh, that looks divine. That looks so beautiful. Oh, going to be good. Right to one side. All we need to do now is to do the scoop and test the ice cream. Let's turn it the right way up. Looks beautiful. Nice. So, all we need to do now is to taste it and see how she's turned out as a beautiful ice cream. So, it's cold. It definitely tastes like a cherry ripe. Now, if you're not in Australia and you don't know what a cherry ripe is, it's this decadent, beautiful cherry and coconut filling in this dark chocolate. And people that have left Australia like to come back and have a cherry ripe. The ice cream is quite tart, so if you're feeling that you want it a bit sweeter, add some more sweetener when you do the blending part in the first part. Always test when you've blended it to see if it's going to come to your taste, because what you taste to in the blender is milder than when you get to the ice cream part. So I really like this because it's decadent and it's like an adult ice cream, if I could say that. The texture's nice, it's nice and cold, but like I said, test it when you've blended it up and see if you want to add more sweetener, and then you'll have the perfect cherry ripe ice cream. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I hope you make it, and I'll see you in the next one.